Let's talk about the history of democracy and the history of politics in this country after the death of Nehru and Shastri. What happened was that there were two groups in India. There were multiple parties, but two groups. One group was from the Congress side. That group consisted of Indira Gandhi. That's it, the one woman. And the other group was a group of nationalist leaders, socialist leaders, and capitalists. The capitalists like Birla and J.R.D. Tata, who were not vocally but somehow strategically against the Congress government and its socialist policies. Then the socialist leaders who were against the family-oriented politics of the Nehru Gandhi family, and then the nationalist groups who were against the anti-Hindu and secular policies of the Congress. And when Indira Gandhi imposed emergency, then the party which was nationalist, that was called Jan Sangh, which consisted of Vajpayee and Advani and Deen Dayal Upadhyay, they, and then the socialist groups, which was the Sayukt Socialist Party of Lohia, of George Fernandez, of Mulayam Singh, Lalu Yadav, Nitish Kumar. These people, they came together with a guy called J.P. Narayan. J.P. Narayan was a visionary who came from United States. He was a communist and a socialist, and he started a movement of protest against the Gandhi family and against emergency. And the Jan Sangh, the Sayukt Socialist Party, came together with the left parties, the Communist Party of India, the Communist Party Marxist, and they formed a single party called the Janata Party. And then the Janata Party fought against family politics and the oppression of bureaucracy and the oppression by bureaucracy. And they just broke down the government of Indira Gandhi. They won the election and everything happened. Then she came back to power, and then the Janata Party got split into Bharatiya Janata Party and Janata Dal, and then Janata Dal got split into Rashtriya Janata Dal United, Samajwadi Party, all of that. Now, if today we look at the state of democracy, it's somewhat in the same state. There is one single party who ruled the country for 11 years, just like Indira Gandhi ruled the country for 11 years from 66 to 77. There are a group of people of different ideologies coming together against that government, just like that happened in 1977. But the point is that right now the government and the opposition are both from the same group that opposed Indira Gandhi. And ironically, the people are here to choose between two choices. There is a lack of choices. Earlier there were many choices, which boiled down to two choices. The people who are more democratic and socialist, and the government which is controlled by single family. Right now it is on the opposite. The opposition is controlled by various families, and the people in the government are more decentralized. This is creating a confusion of choice among the people. The people right now have to choose between a nationalist group of government and they are re-electing, or an opposition which consists of all the political alliances and political parties of the most corrupt, ignorant, money-minded, power-hungry people. In 2011, when Anna Hazare Andolan happened, the Congress was ruling the country, the BJP was the main opposition, and the small parties like Aam Aadmi Party and all these small local level parties were fighting against the Congress. At that time, the UPA 2 government consisted support of Lalu Yadav. Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister, Sonia Gandhi was supporting him, and Mulayam Singh was supporting the government. So these three people were there, the main face of the UPA government, and the people were fighting against them. There was a blockage, there was a rebellion by the people, and the next choice was Narendra Modi in 2014. Right now, the sons of Lalu Yadav, Mulayam Singh, and Sonia Gandhi are there, and they are saying that they will fight against Modi. So this is ironic because the people were fed up of the Congress and the Samajwadi Party, RJD, all of that. And right now, they have the opposition, which consists of the same parties again, or the BJP. So they are constantly re-elected BJP. There is a lack of choice. There is a lack of opposition in this country. The opposition has gone down and converted its angst against the government into its angst against the country, and they are trying to divide the country on the basis of caste, and the government is trying to divide it on the basis of religion. So there's division politics, there's family politics again, which was completely opposite to what JP Narayan stood for, and all these parties came together by JP Narayan. Right now they are opposite of what they stood for in the 1977 elections. So right now the country is in a state of confusion, The state of confusion can be cleared when the government is changed. The government cannot be changed because everyone is scared of something. The Hindus are scared of Muslims, lower caste is scared of upper caste is scared of Muslims, Muslims are scared of Hindus. Everything is a hodgepodge, scary shit, and people are scared. They are making things up on the mind, and some things are reality. There are evidences of violence. So the only solution to this is to form a local government and elect local people. The more amount of local individuals will be elected by the people, the common people, the more amount of secrecy and corruption will go down, and transparency will come further, because the elected representative of the people will be in the parliament, and it will be directly linked to the people. Right now, you don't know your MLA or MP, you can't meet them. Now if there will be 130, 140 MLAs and MPs in the parliament which are elected by the people directly who live amongst you, then there will be an accountability of them towards you, because they will depend on you, and there will be a sense of fear in the government. And the change of government is necessary in a democracy. If you think that only one government will rule the country forever, and it will lead down to the same state of aristocracy. In democracy, which is the best form of government, ideally it is the best form of government, because the majority wins. Not the majority, but the people are benefited. In the form of democracy in which we are living, there is no choice. But in an ideal democracy, everyone has choice. The more the government switches, the more the country goes further. Because when the government comes into power, no matter in its worst case scenario how much corrupt it is, it works for at least 1 year, and then when around when its term is about to complete, then it works for the last year. So out of 5 years, at least 2 years the government works. But right now, if you look at the state of government governance, if they know that they are not going to lose, and they work for the first year, when they come in, they never work. And like in the case of Nitish Kumar, he worked from 2005 to 2009, and then he never worked, and he's still winning. So what we need is to install a fear in the mind of the government and not in the mind of the people. These people are not your kings, they are your servants, and this needs to be told. So we need to vote local. We are not supposed to fear each other, and we are supposed to make the governments and the politicians fear ourselves. Then only the democracy will give fruitful results. Otherwise, it will be just an aristocracy which is no different from the state of Stalin or Hitler.